Hey, how was everybody? So it's been a while since I've been on this page, and I'm really going to start blowing it up with great interviews with great people in the health and fitness industry. And I'm here with a good friend, Christian Palmer, and we're here just to answer a couple of quick questions, nothing too much, but just to give you a good idea and really share with you some of his great knowledge. So Christian, I have the questions written down, so you have to bear with me. So people are constantly telling me that they're getting ravenous after workouts. Like people are increasing their workout loads, but they're noticing that their hunger is getting bigger and bigger. Like, how would you kind of help them out? Give them some advice.
So it's very common to have an increase in hunger after an increase in workload. So if you're either just starting a strength training regimen or you're adding to it, or it could be running, anything like that, hunger hormones increase, appetite will increase. Your appetite oftentimes increases more than the actual caloric content that you need to add to your diet. So sometimes people tend to overeat, but I'd say that focus on nutrient-dense food. And what I mean by that is basically anything from the ground, okay? Make sure you're getting your vegetables, your carbohydrate sources, the basics, rice, potatoes, it could be wheat pasta, it could be quinoa, anything that you like, again, that's from the ground. Stay away from the processed foods. Definitely make sure you're getting the protein in, because protein are the building blocks for your body. So oftentimes that's one of the main nutrients that your body's screaming for, because a lot of people are very undernourished when it comes to protein.
You know, it's funny, I like that you brought up the whole carbohydrate scene, because you have so many people that are just so fearful of carbohydrates. And I think carbohydrates actually are a benefit,
yes,
especially in progression for the physique. And I love that you brought up the whole fact that, you know what, eat from the earth.
Yes.
You know, that's a big one for everyone. Let me ask you, I'm going to change wheels here, change directions. What about you have women that are fearful of lifting heavy weights?
Okay, so this is one that I get a lot.
Yes, there you go. Flex those muscles back there.
This is one that I get a lot. So I've often had my own clients come to me and say, I just kind of want to keep the weights on the lighter side. I don't want to get too big. I'll ask you all, when was the last woman you saw that lifted weights and accidentally turned into Miss Olympia? Doesn't happen, okay? The women that are praised in the world of athletics, okay, look at, a perfect example are like female sprinters and female tennis players, right? They have what people call the long, lean muscles, and a lot of them have strength training regimens. They get very strong because they need to be in order to perform at a high level. It requires strength training. I mean, you've got the Maria Sharapovas, then you've got the Serena Williams, two different body types, but they both strength train, right? It's very important to get strength training into your regimen to have a balanced physique, one, if you're looking to improve the composition and how you look, and also to balance out your, to make sure that your body works properly. If you do nothing but cardio and you don't add some muscle mass, or at least maintain what you have, you're losing out on a huge benefit to burning calories. Each pound of muscle burns 3,500 calories at rest. So adding a little bit of muscle actually increases your caloric expenditure at rest. It means you don't have to do anything and you're already burning more calories. The other benefit is those of you who like to eat like me, you get to eat more food because now your body requires more. So one, it helps raise your metabolism. Two, especially for women when it comes to osteopenia, osteoporosis, weight-bearing exercise helps increase bone density. Three, the increase in the metabolism allows you to eat more of that food that you love. Hopefully it's healthy food. And it's also great for you cognitively. It releases endorphins. You feel good about yourself. You feel good about life. You've accomplished something during the day. After a long day at work, sometimes it's good to even just get a short workout in. It could be 10, 15 minutes. But after a long, stressful day, release those endorphins. You'll feel better. Or on the opposite side, if you do it in the morning, it's a great way to start the day. Those of you who tend to be more dependent on coffee, if you get those endorphins flowing and that blood flowing, sometimes you won't be as reliant on coffee. So,
wow, you hit some great points. I like it that you also hit the emotional side and not just about the physical aspect of it. So there's a little bit of controversy, and I wanted to bring it up, and it was, I'm gonna just put this down here, and it was about doing cardio,
okay,
and also doing it fasted.
Okay.
So I'm a little bit of I'm a component of that.
Okay.
From all my years, way back when I was doing bodybuilding, I was taught to go do cardio first thing in the morning on an empty stomach.
Okay.
And then, is that a fallacy, or is that something that people could touch on?
Okay. So this is another topic that comes up a lot. It's good certain times and it's not so good at other times. I'll give you the examples. So fasted cardio, if you are just looking to get fit, right? And you're just looking to be healthy, keep your body fat at a desirable level, whatever that is for you, fasted cardio is great. The beauty of it is that you're in a fasted state. It's typically after you wake up from sleeping all night. So you've had 6-8 hours for your blood sugar levels to diminish. And then when you get up, your body's much more prone to use body fat for energy. Now, if you're gonna go about that, I'd say, chug down 8 ounces of water and just kind of go for a speed walk or whatever you might think is good for you. When it comes to strength training, then things tend to get a little hairy. So if you're looking to put on more muscle, it's probably not ideal to work out fasted because your body's gonna need, if you're doing intense strength training, your body's gonna wanna pull from your amino acid stores in order to support that muscle that's just been broken down. So if you are gonna put some hardcore effort into a vigorous strength training routine and your blood sugar's still low, you've got nothing in your system, right, to give you a little boost for your workout, you might end up, one, you're not gonna be able to work as intensely as you would if you had eaten before. Two, not too many people like eating on an empty stomach. Mm-hmm. It depends, some people do. And then the other argument I've gotten for this is that some people are like, well, if I work out in the morning, I'm not used to eating, I just can't, my stomach doesn't do well with food.
I hear a lot.
You can literally start off with a small amount. I think a lot of people will, they put unrealistic expectations on things, or they think to extremes. They look at the whole mountain versus looking at just one step. So I've had people, clients of mine, that I've literally said, I want you to eat a tablespoon of oatmeal. I want you to eat a half of an egg white, and I want you to eat 3 almonds. And they're like, really? That's stupid. I'm like, well, it's better than eating nothing.
That's right.
I'm like, would you eat 3 eggs? They're like, no. Would you eat a whole bowl of oatmeal? No. Would you eat a whole bag of almonds, or let's say a palmful? No. So let's start with half of that. So everything should be progressive. Same thing when you're strength training. In the beginning, you can't necessarily squat 500 pounds. You have to start, okay, 135, 225, 315. Same thing with eating. Sometimes you need to train yourself to eat. As babies, we're always ready to eat, right? Babies always cry, they always want food. As we get older and we go through school, we get jobs, the mornings get really rushed, and if you have kids, you have to get them ready and they come first and foremost. We tend to put our eating on the back burner. Your body adapts to that. So after a while, you're like, I really don't need breakfast anymore. And then when it comes to a time where you might want to add it in, then you have to retrain yourself to do it. So,
great one. Wow. Okay, so this has been really informative, and I was just before coming on, I was asking Christian, would it be possible for us to come back on at another time, because he's just a slew of information, and I just want to get it out there and share with you. And we also, first and foremost, we have to congratulate on your pro card.
Thank you.
So it's really an honor to be here with Christian, and I really appreciate him taking out the time to do this for me and getting out this information to you. We'll be back on, and I appreciate you all. And I know that it's new, this page, but we'll be back on with so much more information, with whether it's cooking, whether it's stretching, whether it's exercising, or if it's meditation. We're all going to bring it here, and so we can share with people. But it's going to be from our community. It's going to be from where we stand, from our thoughts. So until next time, thank you.